How's everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well this evening. We are starting our Kaynichole After Dark. It's a few minutes behind, but let's get started. I'm going to start first off with, of course, the announcements. So announcements are definitely stay tuned into What It Looked Like podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe. But not only just do that, but definitely check out the videos. There's a lot of information, very funny, dope content. So definitely check that out. If you haven't had an opportunity to check out the previous Kaynichole After Dark, well, your opportunity is on YouTube. So you can definitely check out any episodes that you've missed on YouTube. Of course, we come here every Wednesday at 10 o'clock to go live. But if you've missed anything, definitely go check it out. Also, if you need moisturization, okay, need hair growth, dealing with scalp health like dandruff, then you need always keep your crown straight. Crown and beard oil. This stuff is amazing. It has horsetail and bamboo, which are known to have hair growth and hair retention as well as flexibility. So definitely check it out. It's on Etsy. Okay, it's on my Etsy. So definitely check it out there. The oil from my lips all week grown up. So definitely try it. It comes in 4 different scents. It is amazing. Definitely look at it. Look it up. Of course, be sure to subscribe to my OnlyFans, which is like a part of this. It's like the other half of it, which is like the photos and the sexy conversation. And is that it? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's get started in the conversation. So for those that are not familiar with what the topics were, the first topic was courting versus dating. What's the difference? Because I really feel that in this day and age, many do not know what is the difference, what it actually is. So I'm here to educate. The second conversation of the night was going to be for do nice guys really finish last? And third, do married women get over? Hey, sweetie, how are you doing? Love you, Brooklyn. Definitely check him out. He is an amazing artist and designer. Makes customs. Definitely check him out. So, do married women get over, and are their husbands letting them, right? Now, I was going to start off with the dating versus courting, but I feel like that should not be the first thing that I talk about. So I want to go into the nice guys. Do nice guys finish last? So let me take my first drink for the evening. Red Moscato. Delicious, as always. Okay, so let's get started. The music is playing, we vibing. So, do nice guys finish last? I'll let you guys share your thoughts, and we can go into the discussion. Give you a few moments. Do you guys think that nice guys finish last? Drinks. Shots, no shots. Just a nice wine, a good vibe. For Kaynichole After Dark. So, any thoughts before I... Okay. So, do nice guys finish last? Now, of course, I wanted y'all feedback because it's most important as part of this conversation. Now, I was having a conversation myself with a gentleman, and he was saying, yeah, nice guys always finish last. Like, that's where the saying comes from. Right? Now, what is nice? Help me understand what that is first, and then we can get to the root of it. Because a nice guy, right? What does that consist of? Because I don't feel a nice guy can finish last. but there's certain aspects of his niceness that are important. So let me go into what I mean by that. Now, you can have a nice guy that opens doors, is respectable, and everything like that. That's a nice guy. There's also the nice guy who's the pushover, right? And I think that is what people are thinking of. The nice guy that holds his tongue, that doesn't mind being emasculated, won't really speak his mind when he's feeling that he's being disrespected. And I mean, people would like break that down into whether it's an alpha or beta mentality. I'm not even going into that. All I'm going into as far as the nice guy adage, right? And I would tell you, or I'm saying that nice guys don't really finish last. I think it's the ones that are not assertive, because you can be nice and assertive. And I don't think that they finish last. I think that they're the ones that are acknowledged, and I don't think that they get enough rep, because there are so many guys that think that, you know, if they don't want to be the guy that mistreats the female, because I mean, I know that some guys feel like they get the female, they get the girl. I don't necessarily believe that. I feel that the nice guy, honestly, will get the girl if he is assertive. And what assertive means is that he won't deal with the disrespect. Okay? He'll acknowledge that a woman is, or anybody is being disrespectful to him, and he will challenge that. Okay? I think that the nice guy is the one that, yeah, he'll pull out your seat and everything like that, but he'll also say, excuse me, you're not going to talk to me like that. You're not going to treat me like that. Okay? So I think that's where we get it confused about the nice guy. Like, when they say the nice guy finishes last, I believe that is the guy that is not assertive. That's the guy that's not saying anything. That's the guy that's letting the female walk all over him. That's the guy that if a female is walking with short poom poom shorts coming out and he's not saying anything, he's looking at her, he feels some type of way, but he's not saying anything. He's just going to let her out the door. The nice guy that's assertive is going to be like, babe, I know you want to feel good and look good, but that's not the best way that you do it. So I need you to go upstairs and change that. If you respect me, like I'm sure you respect yourself, you're going to go upstairs and change. Isn't yelling at her, isn't screaming at her, just firm, saying what he wants, what he needs from her, and his expectation and what's she going to do about it. The nice guy, again, that I feel that everybody talks about is the nice guy that they feel that he can walk all over. That's not going to say anything. That's the beta male. I don't necessarily think that a nice guy finishes last, but y'all can tell me differently. Y'all can tell me differently, but I think when they say the nice guy finishes last is the guy that's not going to say anything. He's not assertive. He doesn't speak up. Because there's nice guys that can speak up and say how they feel and what they plan on happening. And you either respect it or you don't. But they're not going to go out and get out of character, and they're not going to mistreat you. They're not going to call you out your name. They're not going to do any of that. But they're going to stand firm in their decision making. So, like I said, I had a conversation. They're not on this live currently. But they're the ones that were like, no, nice guys finish last. And, of course, you know, they're going to spring up Russell Wilson. So, like, making sure I got the right Russell, because there's so many Russells out here. So, you know, which actually leads me into topic 3. Like I said, the courting and dating is going to be moved to the last part, because it's kind of going to, well, actually, no. It's going to be the middle. My apologies. We're going to talk about it right now, because it'll lead into the marriage tip about Russell and Sierra. That seems to be such a big deal to everybody. But before I go into that, again, I want to say thank you for tuning in to Kaynichole After Dark. Do check out Any episodes that you've missed, you can check them out on YouTube. Thank you for the badge. Anybody that appreciates what I'm doing and likes what I'm doing, definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, or also like buy a badge, cash at me. Would you say something if I went outside with gray sweats? I mean, it depends on what he's wearing underneath. If he's not wearing anything underneath, then, you know. And I feel like the same thing. Yeah, nice girls can finish last if they don't speak up. You know, it's all about being assertive. And I think that they have this nice girl, nice guy adage that they don't say anything, that they don't speak up for themselves. And that's why it's considered a nice guy, nice girl. But I don't, that again, that's if they don't speak up. You're supposed to talk for yourself. And yeah, so that's basically how I completely see that. So nice guy. Night Angel Exodus says most men make the statement also because they feel that nice guys always get friend zoned, and that's part of the stigma. That's a great thing to share. Thank you, Night Angel. Yes, and I think that it's all been stigmatized. It's all been stigmatized. And I believe that we're very confused. Charleston Production says, good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Brandon. Thank you for joining. That Jay Chapman show says, laugh out loud. No, I mean, yes, I would. It's about being assertive as a nice person. You can do that, but you have to say what you want and not be allowed to be disrespected. And that friend zoned stigma is there. But again, it's about the assertiveness. I don't think that the guy gets friend zoned because he doesn't speak up or he jokes about wanting her or anything like that, instead of being upfront and saying, this is what I want, you know. And I feel like they're the ones that are going to play the friend, hoping that it changes and stuff like that. When why don't you just, me personally, I was going to say, grab yourself by the balls and say, yo, I want to talk to you. I want to be, you know, I want to see what's up, you know, what's going on. And be upfront and direct so that you can actually know what's going on. And that kind of leads me to the courting versus dating conversation. And I'm bringing this up because in my last Kaynichole After Dark episode, one of our guests stated, how come a woman, if she wants to have sex with me, right, why isn't it, and there's some people that are here from the last episode, so if I'm saying it wrong, please correct me, that if a girl's attracted to me and she wants to have sex with me, why don't she just say that she wants to have sex with me, and, you know, we go from there. And basically, we know that the woman and the man work from two different mindsets, right? So a woman is going to take sex personally, right? She's going to think that they're building something because we're having sex. Where a man can have sex, most, you know, generality, can have sex and it not mean anything. It's just what it is. It's a carnal behavior. It's physical. It is what it is. Because so many men like, yo, I smashed and, you know, I still love my girl. I still love my wife. Why? Because it's nothing part of it. So why, even if a female wants to, quote unquote, smash or whatever, she's going to take her time. Why? Because she wants you to be invested. She wants you to look for her. Okay. And think of her. It's not going to be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of thing. She wants to be remembered. She wants to make sure that you call her the next day. So her giving up the goods to you is not what's up. So I'm giving you all free game out here, okay? That be upfront with the female because she'll respect it way more than you trying to play games and trying to play coy. That's the first thing. So when he brought that to my attention, I'm like, people don't know the difference between what it is to court and what it is to date out here. And I think that a lot of people are meshing the two. And it's not becoming clear. So let me take a sip. Oh, and be sure, again, check out. Always keep your crown straight. Helps with dandruff, helps with hair growth, helps with moisturization, helps with shine. See how long my hair is getting? Okay. That was delicious. I love this wine. So anyway, the 202 kid says, yes, the emotionless sex is more prevalent in men, but there are some women that do the same. Yes, it's growing more because women are closing themselves off. They're closing that part of their hearts because it's, I'm going to say it, emotional damage, you know? So that's why emotional damage is going to cause a female to close herself up. Because that's not who we are. That's not who we are as our feminine nature, you know? Because, again, we both have male and female, right, as a part of us. You can check it out in your chromosome. Male and female, right? So, but it's what is most dominant is what is, what's the word? Expressed, right? What we are more so is expressed. So I have higher estrogen. I'm expressed as a female, okay? A man has more testosterone. He's expressed as a male. So that's what it is, because we both have male and female, okay? But that's a whole nother conversation in itself. I'm going into that, okay? It's true, yeah. So we both have male and female. So when they close out that side of them, it's more going towards their masculine nature, because that's not for us. That's not who we are. So again, courting versus dating. Okay, dating now, okay, is what everybody is doing out here. It requires no emotional attachment. Dating, you can date anybody. It doesn't have to be exclusive. It doesn't have to be commitment. Their sex can be involved. All of that. What makes it different from courtship, which is that courtship takes longer. Dating, you can decide to do that as soon as you meet. Like, let's date each other, you know, let's get to know They say get to know each other, that dating is getting to know each other. But when you date somebody, you can't really get to know them because you're not, it's basically a free-for-all, right? You can date anyone, you know. You can only court possibly one or two. One is the most efficient, but you can court like one or two people at the same time, or around the same time. But dating, you can date anyone. Hey girl, are you busy Friday? What's happening Friday? And it depends on the time. Let me know, because I'm supposed to do a show on Friday. So let me know. Hit me in the DMs. So, okay, what am I saying? Right. So courting you make your terms, you make the guidelines, but it's basically that you're setting yourself up for marriage. That is the mindset, that you guys have decided that y'all want to get to know each other more, and y'all have made a commitment, because it is a choice to go into a courting situation. So, and you're both choosing, okay, the difference is that you're both choosing to get to know each other on an emotional and mental level, okay? And that is completely different from dating, because you are mindful, which dating is just, like I said, a free-for-all, where courting is actually mindful. It's actually direct. What was the word that I was looking for? So I wrote these things down, and it was saying it was, yes, a clear, defined direction, okay? Dating can end at any point. Courting can end at any point as well, but you guys know where the goal is. And courting, the goal is marriage, okay? That is basically what the goal is. Dating, y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all could end up together. Y'all could not end up together. It's whatever. But courting is actually a defined direction. You guys are looking to say, I want to get married. Night Angel Exodus says, very well said. Yes. Yeah. So I have a course of action. So it's like y'all both have made a decision that y'all are going to work at this. Okay. Where dating, don't necessarily talk about it. 202 says dating is a means of spending time together. Courting is done with a purpose in mind. It's like dating is the equivalent of talking about a subject. Exactly. I couldn't even say better myself. So yeah, dating is just seeing if y'all can spend time together, if y'all can tolerate each other. Courting is that y'all know y'all can tolerate each other. Y'all want to get to know each other better, and how y'all are going to build a life together. The 202 Kids says where courting is the equivalent of doing research on a subject. Okay. True. I like that very much, 202 Kid. Thank you. So I think that we're, as a society, not doing that anymore. People are dating so they can get their rocks off, because people mostly want to hook up, right? And that is the goal for dating, like possibly having sex with that person. Where courting, I'm going to say sex could happen, because sex could definitely happen, but that is not the focus. It's more on an emotional, spiritual, mental level. Okay, the carnal part of it is going to be there, because of course if you like each other and everything like that, it's going to be there. But that it does not dictate how y'all going to move. Okay, y'all want to be together. Y'all want to build something together. And that goes into the conversation that I had last week when they were saying, well, why doesn't a woman do that? And a woman can't do that. Okay, it has to be, a woman can't court a man. First of all, because it's not normal for a woman to chase a man or pursue a man in the first place, right? She can show her interest, okay? But it's not up for her to do the pursuing. What she can do is say, I'm here, I am interested. And he can say, yes, I want to court you. What's up? That I'm here, I'm interested, and it's a dance. And they get to know each other and to really build. And you're asking real questions. Not like, or do you want kids? That's a dating question. A more courting question would be, what is your parental style? What do you think your parental style would be? Authoritative, authoritarian, what's up? You know, that is more of a courting question, because then you're knowing how you guys are going to work as a unit. So that is just a quick difference. And I feel like a lot of us do not, let me just make sure my time check. Okay. That you're really doing what needs to be done. Night Angel Exodus says doing research. I like that. Yeah, so the 202 Kid says level up for a man, dating is done with the lower head, courting is done with the upper head. I'm just saying. Yeah, and it takes work. It takes work. And I appreciate you saying that. Okay. So I just feel that in this day and age, people are more likely to date. And because I don't think people are ready to really want to settle down or really get to take the time to know each other. I think that because of our current situation where things are happening so quick and people are taking in stimulus so quick, and people think that they have all these choices and everything like that, and everybody's scared to, like, quote unquote settle. And I think that no one is actually taking the time to get to really know somebody and say, are they settling? You know? So that is my thing. There was a recent, and I had seen, I don't know if you guys had seen it, but it was a woman that was saying about, you know, would she marry a bus driver? And it was more so, and she kind of cleaned it up when the next post came out, was that Ivania Van Zant was saying that you should want a man that is happy with his job, that wants to do this and that and third. And because she said that she doesn't want to date a bus driver or marry a bus driver, she wants to marry the man that owns the bus, right? And basically how she so-and-so cleaned it up was basically saying that she sees that as Black excellence. You know, a Black man owning his business. And that definitely is. That is Black excellence. But that is something that a person has to build to. And if that person has a vision, because the bus driver can end up being the bus operator, be the bus owner of the company. But those things take time, and you have to already be able to see the vision. And I think that you're not falling in love with the potential. That's not what you're doing. You're falling in love with the potential. You're seeing that they're already sowing the seeds for that to happen. That means that they're looking up what it is to own the bus company, what contracts they can get, you know, all of that. So that they're showing the work that eventually bus driver will be to bus owner. But I do think, yes, that is Black excellence for a man to own something of his own. But a lot of us, that does not take away from the man that's doing the 9 to 5. And I think that's what there was a problem for me, is that it feels like her saying that she wouldn't marry the bus driver is saying that she's not willing to work with him, be a partner, and it lead up to that. Because everybody wants the finished product. Everybody wants the finished product. But it's like, how can you have the finished product when you can't appreciate what it took for it to get there? And I think that's why people are quick to drop people and everything like that, because you don't know the work it took for that person to be who they are today. You have no idea. Why? Because you didn't take the time to get to know them. You took them for face value. I didn't like what they said. I didn't like what they did. You know, and even in dating, people don't take the time. And that's what courting does, is allows you the patience. Because in dating, say I don't like anything. It's like something that you did. We want to date, and that you did something that I don't like, right? I need to stop talking to you. Fuck that nigga. I'm done. I don't want to talk to him. Whereas courting makes me stop and say, you know what? I don't know why he did what he did. I have to have a conversation with him on why he did what we did, and for us to be able to have a meeting of the minds in that regard. Night Angel Exeter says, plus a man has to truly know themselves and their goals before they approach any woman to be courted. That's correct. You know, I agree with you fully. Preach that fact. Yeah, a man has to know what he wants, and that's also both parties. Not even gonna say a man. Both parties need to know what they want, because you can easily waste somebody's time. Courting can easily be a waste of time if the person is not honest and vulnerable, and those are the things that you need within a relationship, right? They're a foundation to the relationship. So courting is very intricate. You have to decide to be truthful. You have to decide to be honest. You have to decide to be transparent. You got to decide to be vulnerable, because all those things are not required in dating. They're not required in dating. So that in and of itself makes it that you need to take time. Courting requires time. And the thing is, like I said, not everybody wants to give up time, and time is precious. So you want to make sure that you're doing it with the right person. And that's why you can't court multiple people, because you're going to get confused. You're going to get lost. But definitely having a courtship is the best way to go, so that you know what you can and cannot deal with a person. And that's even within knowing yourself. You might say, and it's also about what you can handle and what you can't handle. Like I said, at the same time, like if the person that you're dating, courting is a snorer, right? Can you deal with that? Can you really say that's minuscule and all the things that they bring to this relationship? Or should I leave them alone because snoring is high on my requisites, or whatever case might be, because I need my sleep, and that's disturbing, or whatever, or we're easily going to end up in 2 different rooms if this continues. So it's about really learning to person and knowing what you can and cannot deal with. Dating, basically, you can say whatever. I don't have to be in this relationship. I can leave. Which then leads me to the point of, can married women get over on their husbands, or are their husbands letting them get over? And I bring this up because someone else brought it to my attention, and I don't know why they keep on bringing on up this particular couple, because I don't know what Sierra's doing that people are going to keep on bringing her and Russ up. Like, I don't understand it. But that leads me to this, because courting and dating, right, if you know your person, then what they do will never bother you, never confuse you, because you will understand them and their complicity, right? So when it comes to Sierra, right, and they keep on talking about the award show, and she wore this see-through thing or whatever. Russell knows and understands why she's dressing this way in its entirety. So even though we might say, oh, that's scandalous, that's crazy, he's already positive they had a conversation, and that she's not getting over on him, or he's letting her get over. They have a conversation, and that is what courting is versus dating. Like, they're not in the dating stage. They're married. They have created something, a bond that they have together. So nobody knows their relationship like they know their relationship, right? So she could potentially be butt-ass naked in something or whatever. He knows why she's doing that. They have created, which any solid marriage should have. Like, they should have been, like, any solid marriage should have already been, like, courting, so that you know why your person is moving the way they move. You have a clear understanding, their thoughts, their mindset. So if you know somebody, they can never surprise you, really, because they're true to who they are. And that's meaning that you've seen them when they're angry. You've seen them when they're sad. You've seen them in every emotional state they could possibly be in, and why they move the way they move in that state. So, yeah, once you know somebody, they can never, and that's why they say courting, and I mean, I'm looking at the relationship aspect, but we all have relationships, whether it be business, whether it be friendships. They all are a relationship that's based on some kind of trust, right? Some kind of honesty, and even on some level, some vulnerability. I'm not going to go and breaking that down and everything like that, but yeah, and some vulnerability. So it's important that you know, like a person that's worked with their boss and everything like that knows, like, when their boss is going to be upset. They don't have to be the assistant to know what's going on and how to deal with their surroundings, because you already know. So on that last fact about can a married woman get over on their husbands and the husband letting them get over? Nobody's getting over on anybody. Nobody is getting over on anybody. And that's what I want to point out. That a relationship, a marriage should be solid, so that they're having a conversation, and that nothing's out of the ordinary. And clearly, if they were like arguing, or someone saw some kind of unsatisfaction from one of them on the red carpet, then may possibly there's a reason why something didn't happen. Double facts. The Angel Exodus. Hi, hello to those that are joining Kaynichole After Dark. I'm your host, Kaynichole, and we talk about relationships and everything else. Anything that you've missed, be sure to check it out on YouTube. A new episode is now coming up at 10 o'clock, so be sure to check out the newest episode on Kaynichole After Dark if you haven't checked it out. And yeah, we are here talking about courting versus dating. Do nice guys finish last? And do married women are getting over on their husbands, or are their husbands letting them get over? And since we are down to the third topic, looking at the time, it's only 10 to ending a little bit early, I guess, but I guess that should make sense because last week's episode went quite over. So, and I got a quiet group today. You guys are kind of kind of quiet. Night Angel Exodus says, people do marry without courting or even develop a real friendship, and that's how surprises happen. Definitely. Definitely. I just feel I'm gonna give a story, a personal story. So and those that really know me know that I give aspects of my own life because I want to be able to share. Now, I was dating this guy. Well, let me back up a bit. So during the pandemic, right, I had gotten out of a relationship. It wasn't a positive one. Lots of lying, lots of deceit was a part of that relationship. On their end, because, like I said, I'm a Taurus. We don't need to lie. We just leave. And there was a gentleman that I was working with. And I was telling him about certain things, you know, just frustrated. You know, you're working with somebody and you're there for 8 hours, and when it's a lull and everything like that, you just get to, you know, you start getting to know a person, whatever. So as they were getting to know me, they were like, you should talk to me. You should date a person like me. Like, I could show you what good relationships look like. Right? Now, I'm going to say that they were in a trying to prove mindset. Right? It wasn't a decision of them knowing me and wanting to get to know me better. Right? But they used the words courting. Right? But what they were actually doing was dating. And I'm going to tell you why, because they didn't get to know me first. They wanted to get the exclusive relationship. They wanted all of that and tried to move the relationship very, very quickly. Like, oh, let's get you clothes. And it's just like, whoa, like, why are we moving 5 levels up when we're still here at the first phase? Like, I don't really even know you like that. I don't know what your favorite things to do are. I don't know I don't know when you're angry. I don't know when you're sad. I don't know any of these things about you. But you just decided that, yo, I want this female. And I got into the relationship. And I sometimes say it through coercion because I didn't know what I wanted from that relationship. Let me take that back. What I wanted was, he was saying that he could show me something different. And at that time, I didn't date guys that were much older than me. Right? I stayed within the 2 to 1 year bracket. And he was my first relationship that was about 5 years older than me. That's the oldest that I've actually, like, physically dated. So, I'm like, okay, let me get into this relationship. And as I got to know him, I realized there were a lot of things that I didn't like. And what I didn't like, I tried to help out. And it was always like a constant argument, a constant fight, because I believed that you should have a clean home. And though he believed he should have a clean home, he didn't really know how to clean. And when I would clean, when I wasn't there, after I left, he would basically destroy what I did. Right? So, and that's a perfect example, right? In the courtship, right? That's a perfect example in the courtship, because I would leave. I would help clean, or basically clean the apartment. I would leave. He would destroy what I cleaned, and I would come back, and I would be tight, and I would get pissed off. And I'd be like, yo, what the hell? I did all this work, and you just destroyed what I did. Now, if we were really in a courting relationship, right, we would have understood why. I would have understood why he was messy. He would have understood why I was upset about cleaning up, you know, and him and me coming back, and what I've done has been destroyed. Like, there was no real communication with that. So we were constantly at odds and arguing about the cleanliness when it was deeper than that. But neither of us would know, because we didn't actually court. We were dating. And there's a difference. You really, dating is, it's like a fad. Like, it's just, you know, a wham, bam, thank you, man, real quick. Nobody is invested. And the thing with courting is it's an investment. Night Angel Exodus says, courting is truly about taking your time to truly learn each other and hopefully be on the same page about elements in the relationship. Yeah. But you have to ask those deep questions, and people ask bare bullshit questions when in dating. Now, if they actually saw that person as a goal, like towards marriage or whatever, it'd be like, okay, where do you see yourself? Like, do you see yourself living in the city? Do you see yourself, and like asking even far advanced questions, like, do you see yourself as a person that could retire? Or do you see yourself as a person that's constantly working? These are things that you would need to know, because it basically would help you understand what your life is going to look like. And if that's not what you want your life to look like, then you can say, I happily dismiss this relationship. This is not going to work for me. And in the courting relationship as well, you can say, like, this is not going to work for me. And even in courting, you're not tied down to anything. It's just that you're making a mental note that you guys are setting yourself up for marriage. You want to get married eventually, and you're learning each other to be able to do that. And it's getting through the hard stuff. It's really investing. Dating, you don't have to invest. Courting is basically showing that person how you would be as their husband or as their wife. And a lot of people don't want to do that because they're worried about being played. They're worried about their monies and everything like that. And all that has to be thrown out the window because you're wanting to be vulnerable and give yourself to this person. Like I said, the purpose of courting is a decision. It is a linear decision that we are, after this, once we get to know each other and we really feel that we are on the same wavelength, then we are going to move forward with an engagement to marriage. And like I said, nobody's even thinking about marriage these days. So why would they court someone? Why would courting be even an option for somebody if they just want to fuck or they don't have any thoughts of settling down? Or they don't even know what a partnership is. So, yes, again, well said. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. So, again, with courting, with being a nice guy and everything like that, they all lean into one another, because a nice guy, deal with that later, as a nice guy only finishes last when he's not assertive, when he doesn't hold his own. Holds his own, says, I want to court you, because like I said, a woman can't initiate the courting. A man has to initiate the courting. Because a man, again, dictates the relationship. He is the head, the woman is the neck. Okay? So it's a working together kind of thing. Okay? The head sees everything and can lead. The neck has to go and be a part of it, has to follow, you know. But at many times, they have to work together. It's a partnership. And I think that, again, that's why I have this channel, because a lot of people are divisive in our relationship. I mean, like, for instance, right? And I know y'all probably don't even care about this because it doesn't really matter. But there is the movie, I guess, The State or U.S. versus Billie Holiday. I don't know if y'all seen the movie or whatever the case might be. But more times than not, in our community, they use our own to fuck us over. Right? They don't use an outside entity, right? They use our own people to fuck us over. Go through the history books and you will see each time it has been our own that has been our downfall. And that's because the outside entities continue to procreate the image that black women and black men aren't able to get along. Like we have some kind of division. And the thing is that we don't. They created that division, and it instilled in us, and we continue to pass it along because our mindset hasn't been broken. And I'm here to kind of reset that mindset and say, like, no, we were here on this earth to be kings and queens together, to build an empire together, not be divisive and be separated. And the red pill, blue pill, all this kind of stuff tries to create an image that doesn't really exist, right? And a mentality doesn't really exist. Because, okay, for instance, right? There are black moguls. There are black moguls out there. But we are now diminishing the man that works a 9 to 5. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Not everybody can be the captain of the ship. There has to be your mates. And the thing, like, this just doesn't make any sense. You can't have a bunch of chiefs. Not everybody's going to be a chief. You have to have, and I feel like in this current day and age, we are downing the person that is a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 can still get it done. Can still be a good family man, be a woman, all of it. And I think that we're diminishing it in some fashion. The Angel Exodus says courting is definitely about partnership development. Definitely. And I feel like it's been in our culture, in our society for the past umpteen years, since we've gotten, since slavery or whatever case might be, that the outsiders have gotten us to turn our own. And it's like constantly hiding their hands, because they'll get the overseer, the black overseer, to man the slaves. There's no difference. They're both slaves at the end of the day. But the thing is that they've changed their mentality to think that they're better in some form or fashion, and because of the division. And we need to understand that we all come from the same place. We're all human beings. We're all black people, and we need to come together. Because any other culture that comes together, every other culture comes together when there's a crisis. It's us as black people that end up being divisive and be like, oh, this one, that one. And that's why we can never seem to be on one accord, because we let the divisiveness consume us. Where other cultures, if they don't like what's being said, they all come together. Jewish people come together. We don't like that. You can't perform for us, or you can't do this. We're, as black people, are the only ones that say, oh, we'll give them a pass. We'll give them a pass. Oh, they can say the N-word or whatever. No. We, as a people, are short-sighted. And I don't know how y'all gonna feel about that, but I feel that we are a very forgiving people. But at the same time, I feel in a way, forgetful people. Because there's no reason why we shouldn't be further along. The more we learn about how other communities have decimated our own, why the hell are we still fighting amongst each other when we see all of what more and more of the history books is coming out? And we're seeing how, like I said, like I just brought to you, the United States versus Billie Holiday. They got a black man to take her down. He fell in love with her and everything like that, but they got one of her own to take her down, all because they didn't want her to sing about lynching strange fruit. Because they had their own agenda, because they didn't want her to talk about something which was important to our community. The fuck? It's like, it's so upsetting. Night Exodus says, exactly, you can be a solid worker that focuses on saving and investing. Everyone doesn't have to be a mogul. So I just feel that in our community, we have to do better. We have to uplift each other. So, doesn't matter if he owns the bus, if he drives the bus, washes the bus. It's about what's in you that matters. And at the end of the day, we want generational wealth, but that's not going to be written on your tombstone. What you did for your job is not going to be written on your tombstone. Whether you're a good father, good mother, or good friend, good, treated your parents right, that is what's going to be on your headstone. Not whether or not you owned the bus and had $150,000 in the bank or whatever the fuck. Nobody cares about that. That's not going to be on it. That's not going to be on it. Your resume is not going to be on your tombstone. I mean, I guess many wish it was, but it's not going to be on your tombstone. So the fact that we're making such a big distinction about this should only matter for our future generations. It shouldn't even matter to me right now, because the wealth and the money is not important today. It's important for tomorrow, because we don't know what's expected. Things are happening every day where people are losing jobs left and right due to AI, due to whatever. So you're going to tell me that you're going to love this brother a little bit less if he loses his bus company? Yes, that's black excellence for him to own his shit, but he can lose his company tomorrow. Unless you create something that is an asset that people need, all this other shit is bullshit. You can make purses. Nobody needs that shit. It can disappear tomorrow. Sneakers. Disappear tomorrow. Nobody needs that shit. There's so many sneaker brands out here. Create something that is sustainable. That can last beyond, But I'm just saying. I'm just talking. I'm on my soapbox, so I don't know. But I'm just letting y'all know that I'm here to build a bridge. That is my only goal on this earth, is to build a bridge. Yes, I want to do other things, but I feel like we're constantly at odds with one another. And we can make joke. There's nothing wrong with making joke and making fun, at how women act sometimes, or how men be acting sometimes, or whatever, and stuff like that, because all the jokes obviously come from truth. But it's a whole that, if he can't buy me a Birkin bag, or what, a Birkin is new. Did you know about a Birkin 20 years ago? So what the fuck does it matter now? Loyalty mattered then, so loyalty should matter now. Faithfulness mattered then, so faithfulness should matter now. Those kinds of things. Intrinsically. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else doesn't matter. So where am I on time? So I just want to share that with you guys. Hello. Okay, it's 10:58. I'm gonna leave on this advice, because I'm gonna film it and then post it. But my advice is, a person can make a buffet. You're the one that has to prepare your plate. Okay? Now I'm gonna break that down for those that don't quite understand that. I'm gonna say it again. Okay? A person can make a buffet, but it's up to you to get your plate and put your shit on it. Okay? And what I mean by that is that we're in this business. Most of you that follow me and that I follow you are in the business of entertainment, media, right? So we're all working together. We're all trying to help each other, right? So people are going to bring things to you, okay? It's up to you. They're going to bring, like I said, they're going to bring a buffet. You're going to have options, hopefully, right? If you're good at your craft, you're going to have options. They're going to give you a buffet. But it's up to you, okay, to get your plate and put the food on it, because nobody else is going to do that for you. They're going to open the door, But you got to be the one to walk in. They can't lead you. Hi, Brody. How are you doing? How's everything? How are you and Honey Dip? Hope y'all are doing well. But, yeah. That's what it is. So that is my advice and that's even part of like a partnership. You know, a person's going to be able to bring what they can to the table, but it's up to you to be able to figure out how to work everything together. CEO Brokari says, thanks for sharing wisdom this evening. Blessings, blessings to you too. Awesome. Brody says, awesome. We are great. Thanks. That's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. So, my time is up, but yes, that is my advice for the evening. Buffet, but you got to make your own plate. I'm happy. Thank you. I'm trying to do my thing. Trying to teach, like I said, well, I'm not going to try. I'm going to do so. Building a bridge and, bringing light. So yeah, but now I'm going to try, because that means that we are attempting and we're possibly going to fail. We're not going to fail at this. So yeah, we are going to bring love and light to the world and to my Black kings and queens, because we are all deserving of love. We are all deserving of the truth, and we can get that from each other. It's about building it. Pierce. Stop that. Now he's gonna go underneath my bed and do that shit. Piercy! Come here, baby. Come on. Come to mommy. Come on. Come from under my bed. I swear, this dog is so hard-headed. He's a damn Taurus. Birthday is May 7th. I swear. But it's also... Come on out. Come here. The alarm clock has rung. My time is up. My time is officially up. Okay. Okay. Well then, I bid you adieu. Again, be sure to check out any of my past episodes of Kaynichole After Dark on YouTube. You can see the latest episode currently right now that you can tune into YouTube. If you haven't checked it out, please be sure to check out Always Keep Your Crown Straight. Crown and Beard Oil is amazing, fortified with bamboo and horsetail, with growth, scalp health, shine, all that good stuff. Chanel Green says, girl, I'm just here reading my Bible, trying to mind my business. You a mess. I mean, the dog, but yeah. The dog is the alarm clock. Yeah. He's such a hater. He's such a damn hater. But I'm out, you guys. Know that y'all are amazing. You're awesome. It's Wednesday. Yes. The night is almost over. The week is almost over. We're almost out of here. So, yeah, we did it. And, yeah. Y'all have an awesome night. And what? Above all, always keep your crown straight. Take care.